First time.
It's just the right time to get that picture with that sun on the wall. It's already changing.
Yeah, it's already, you're right.
Oh, what's good?
Yeah, this is too good to pass up.
We got shade here for the dogs, so it's good.
Whack her in the face. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike with Overland Scout. So we're down here in Utah, out here for an adventure. We're down here in San Rafael Swells. We're going to hit this area up, and then we're going to hit Capital Reef. So we just got in last night. It's going to be a scorcher. It was about 100 degrees when we got in. Today it's going to be just over 100, and then it's supposed to cool down maybe into the 90s and 80s. So for a few days anyway, it's going to be a scorcher, but we're really looking forward to this one. Utah, I don't know, it's one of my favorite places, and I think we go down here at least probably once a year because it's just so amazing. So yeah, we're going to be in San Rafael area, and then we're also going to hit Capital Reef in that area. So I think all in all, it'll be 200 plus miles off-road. So yeah, join us, and if you're interested in that, stick around. All right. What you doing, Scout? Can you make it up here? Good girl. Oh, come here. Can you do it? Follow Addison. Addison, come here. Good girl. There you go. Come here, come here. What are you guys doing, huh? What are you guys doing? So this is Scout, and this is my new pup. She's a foster rescue out of Texas. And man, she's a great Jeep dog. And Addison is teaching her well. Aren't you, Addison? completely off a chartered planned route, so we're just kind of making our way down this riverbed. It's pretty gnarly. Having a good time here. We're completely off track though, so we need to go back and get back on track, otherwise we're gonna run out of time in the next couple days. So yeah, this is good stuff, man. This is good Jeep trails. Having a good time. Oh, put my lockers on just in case. You got your lockers on? You're right in that hole. Looks really sketchy. Are you all right?
I think so. For me, what felt the sketchiest is I just couldn't quite see what I was doing in front of the Jeep.
Yeah. Hey, would you mind spotting me?
Hang on.
That is what they call a Jeep dog. Look at these. They both sitting down. You guys having a good time?
I hit some soft dirt here and started to slide out.
All right, so we're down here. We're at the north end of the Rafael Swells, and so I was coming down this trail here, and I'll show you what happened. So yeah, just coming in here, nothing fast or anything, but I hit some soft dirt, and I started to slide off the road. So I backed out already, but I hit this right here, and then that gave way, and then I kind of slid my tire. This tire went down into here, so then I just backed up, and then Scott, he was a ways back, so he just caught up. So I think it's all right. We'll see. I'm just going to back up a little bit and then give it another shot. And if I start to go down in there, well, he can winch me out. So, but that's part of it. I mean, and that's the goal. Down there is a river. Hopefully there's water in it. It's really hot out here, so I'm not sure if it's all dried up or whatnot. But yeah, man, that's it. So stick around and see how this pans out. Yeah, I totally slid in there. So thank God I wasn't going very fast. So, all right, here we go.
Yeah, I can feel it. It's a little bit soft still. Alright, I think that was the worst of it. Got a 16-degree roll here. That's just putting a lot of weight right there on that edge, you know?
Yep, copy that.
Alright, hopefully the rest is alright. I'm gonna put it in low though, just in case. one spot?
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump out and walk.
So we made it through that. It wasn't actually that bad. It was a little bit soft, but it wasn't that big a deal. And this, I don't think is going to be that big a deal. It is going to be, thinking maybe, somewhere between 16 and 20 degrees roll. Oh yeah, this is fine. There's plenty of space. I thought this drop off right here was a little bit more closer. So we are good. Yeah, there's plenty of space. It's fine. What do you think of the chances there's going to be water down there?
Slim.
Slim to none.
Slim.
I'll take 6 inches.
Yeah.
No laughing. Stopped off in the Conklin Valley State Park before we head over to Capital Reef. So we're going to take basically from this park here, back roads all the way over to Capital Reef. So that's the plan. But I mean, this is definitely a good spot to check out. There's really nothing that I know of that looks like this anywhere else. But yeah, we're having a good time, enjoying the adventure. Say hi, Scout. Say I'm having a great time. 3 weeks ago, I was in a kennel in Texas, and then I got rescued by this guy.
And Addison.
And Addison. and me. What do you think, Silly? Is it a good life? You're in for it.
She's a cute dog.
You gonna raise her right, Addison? I was hoping for to jump in this river here and to do a little river crossing. The last couple of years that I've been here, it's been much higher than this. It's obviously really dry this year. But where the Jeeps were, the river was. So all we got is this. The dogs are still enjoying it though. Get her, Scout. Don't get that, get her. We're about to set up camp. We already had dinner. We had some hamburgers. They were awesome. Scott made those. It was great. But yeah, we kind of held off. Stopped a little bit early today. We've been putting a lot of hours in on the saddle. So we stopped a little bit early and just kind of enjoying it. The dogs were playing in the water. We did a little water crossing with this little creek. But we came over to this side and yeah, now we're just enjoying the evening. It rained. It rained on us a little bit. A couple fronts came through, sprinkles mostly, and then that one right there actually dumped on us a little bit, which is then it turned the colors awesome. So we got a bunch of photos. But yeah, so now we're gonna set up camp because I think we'll be all right. Get the tents out, pop up the rooftop tent, get settled in, just have a few drinks and enjoy. It's only like 7 o'clock, maybe 7:30. So go to bed early today, and then the next 2 days will be kind of a little bit less pressing of a pace, and more just enjoying just kind of the scenery. So we'll be jumping out and taking pictures and all that good stuff. So yeah, so anyway, it's a good place. Check it out. All right, everybody. So it rained pretty much all night. Some of it was just sprinkles. Some of it was some pretty heavy rain. I'm curious to see what it's going to do to the roads out here. Right now it doesn't seem bad, but I know some of this is clay back in this area. So we'll see how that how that goes. So let's see. We have yeah, we're just there's a little lull here. But there's overcast and rain all around us. And then, yeah, the forecasts are just showing no rain. So, I mean, I guess it goes to show you just don't know what's going to happen out here. So I'll be ready for anything. So, yeah, anyway, we're just going to pack up and then we're going to head on out. It's going to be fun packing up all this wet stuff. But we'll have tonight. We have at least one more night. So this stuff will dry out there. So, all right. All right, so raining again. We're down underneath the awning, and whatever. It's not that bad.
Whatever.
Could be worse.
Could be worse. Could be at home.
We could be at home making breakfast in a nice environment, but
No, that would be worse, being at home.
being at worse. There you go. Jeeps look nice. The lighting looks good when it rains, though. So there's that. The dogs are underneath
In the rain shelter.
in the rain shelter. They're happy. And here comes the sun again. What do you guys think? Is it going to stop raining? Addison thinks it's going to stop raining. There comes Scout. They are so dirty. Fully fossilized. Right, Scout? What do you think of this stuff, huh? What are you thinking, huh? You want to go in the water? Huh? No?
She does. She just doesn't know it.
Why don't you go in there? What? There you go. Is that better? Huh? Come on. You can come up here.
Exciting. This is a nicer one. The water's nicer. Yeah. How's that? How's that? Does it feel good?
So we're out here. We decided to follow a dead end. It's one of the things Scott and I have learned is to, don't shy away from those dead ends. A lot of times they're the best spots. So there was a couple of there's some good routes you can tell is going to be really good scenery. But we just decided to take a chance on this one, and then we found this. I mean, we're out here by ourselves. There's nobody out here. And yeah, I venture to guess most people probably skip this dead end. It seems like it's a little bit out of the ways. And then especially when the views are just, pretty epic coming in, you're like, all right, I've already seen it. So then you avoid it. Just spend the extra time. Check out everything. It's like I've said before, it's like finding those routes that go into canyons. Sometimes they're not going to pan out. Sometimes they will. This is another one. Try them. Just get out there and try them. I mean, this is why you do it. This is why you come out here. We dealt with rain. It wasn't supposed to rain at all last night. 0% chance. And it rained. Most of it was drizzle. But then we got some big fat, rain a few times. And then this morning we found a lull, jumped out of our tents, packed everything. You know, the gear's all wet, so we'll have to air it out tonight. But you know, then we tried to make breakfast, and there was another lull. So we're like, hey, let's try to make breakfast. Then it rained on us, threw the awning up, and then the awning started flip. You know, it was sand, so I couldn't anchor it pretty well, good enough. And then so it was blowing all over the place. But I tell you, that's part of it, man. And it's a lot of your stories come from when things don't go right. It's when it goes wrong. That's the stories when you're talking around campfires, you know, reminiscing. So anyways, yeah, just get out, try the dead ends, try the routes that look like maybe they're not that interesting, and you'd probably be surprised. So all right, so we're back out here on the main trail that I had plotted, and we're headed in that direction with this new storm front coming in. Looking at the radar on the Jeep here, it says that it's just one big front. So I think it's kind of this gravel and rocks, so I don't think it'll be too bad. But if we hit some clay, because there was a little bit of clay stuff on where we just came from, and that would be a problem. But we're headed right where it's coming, so we're 100% gonna hit this one. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But man, look at that. We're gonna circle over here to that. I think we actually cut in between those two and then over to the right. But we'll see. Oh, there was some lightning. I don't know if that got on video, but we got some lightning in there too. So yeah, it's gonna be adventurous.
Come on, Slowpoke.
Scout's waiting for.
Come here, Slowpoke.
Now who's gonna win? Are you tired? Well, we decided to take a break. Took a nap. Now this new weather front's coming in, it's making it nice and cool. Dogs are having a time of their lives. There's no water, but doing all right.
Get her, Scout. Get her.
So the storm looks like it's dissipating, and it's, according to radar, shows us that we are in it. And all we're getting is sprinkles so far. So, and then there's no yellow where we are. Doesn't look like it's going to hit us either. So yeah, so far so good, and we'll see how it plays out. Hey, yeah, so this weather, it wasn't forecasted at all. It's turning out to be a deal, not a good deal. But yeah, these rivers are flooding. These creeks are now turning into rivers, and so we got a few more that we got to cross. We came across these people here. They have a rental Suburban with street tires, and so they're stuck out here too. They're going to try to get to the north, to this high country to the north. We're going to keep trying to push. We're going to camp out here anyway. We can stay out here for a few days if we have to. They're not prepared, so they're gonna try to go north up into the high country and then back over to the main road, and then they're going to follow us though as we go. There's a few more of these creeks that are now rivers. So, all right, here we go. All right, so we're still moving. We made it through 2 more river crossings. The other people, they're from Massachusetts. They said they have enough to stay the night, so they're in a spot where they're safe, and they're just gonna wait it out. They have a rental. They probably could have made it, maybe. I don't know. They had a Suburban. It did have 4-wheel drive low, but I mean, they're better off just to wait. It's clear up here, so hopefully this weather just clears, and then they're good. But either way, they're prepared to stay out. I guess they're pretty adventurous people up in Montana in wintertime and all kinds of stuff they've been into. So this isn't anything they're not used to. So anyway, we're continuing on. We're not out of the woods yet. There's a couple more. There's a couple more river crossings here, creek crossings that are now river crossings, and I've been on this part before, and I know there's one real deep. There's one real deep one. So even for us, I think either way, we're camping out here tonight anyway. It's just not where I want it to be. So it is what it is, man. It's part of the adventure, and we'll keep on. So just doing the weather's starting to clear up here. We're still headed in this direction here. There's still a few more river crossings here, but hopefully, it's the water's dying down here. But some of this water could have been from 40, 50 miles away. And it's just making its way here. Let's see. So yeah, we broke a few things. Fenders need to be replaced. Like the 2 front ones, they just came dislodged. Tired of messing with them. My rear one is the back tires hitting it. So Scott's already getting his replaced. So I'm gonna just go ahead and replace mine too. But the fender came completely off when we went in that water. Well, not completely off, but mostly. Both the other one did too. Same. Luckily my antenna didn't get busted, so I'm good there. But yeah, it's all good though. I don't mind breaking stuff out here when it's for fun. So, all right, push on. So that was all the fun and excitement. Flash floods, rain, and now we have dogs chasing lizards. Muddy Jeeps with broken fenders. I literally got 3 broken fenders. What do you got broken? Anything?
Nope.
What else did I break? Oh, my bumper. My bumper's bent up. Well, technically you broke your mirror, or your windshield in the garage.
I broke something before I even looked at it.
That counts as part of the adventure. All right, so we're back out here at this the Merle's cabin, I think it's called. So yeah, this is in Capital Reef, and last time I was here was probably about, well, the first time I was here was about 2015. So it's a little bit nostalgic coming back to this. This is one of my first overland trips to Utah. Came by through here, so it's just kind of neat to see it again. And yeah, it's pretty cool. The cowboys used to come out here during the summer or whatever the season was, and then they stayed out here pretty much the whole time. And then it was just seasonal work. And the cattle, whatever, would graze out here. So pretty cool. They still got the horse stall over there, the horse pen. All right, we're hitting these switchbacks, and the campsite's at the top of this. So those people said there was a bunch of boulders. I don't know, we'll see. And they said it was slick on the way down. Looks fine to me. Yep, all good. So we made it to camp, made it out of that lower land area, and yeah, man, it was just raining like crazy. We did get a clear spot, made it up those switchbacks. It wasn't that big of a deal, but there was a ton of rocks down, and maybe like one big boulder. So yeah, just they got loose and came down. But yeah, so we've been checking the weather constantly since we got out here, and there was a few days it was like 10, 20, 30, 25% chance of rain, and yeah, today was not supposed to be any rain, and it's just like, obviously it turned into a huge deal with these, not flash floods, but just everything got flooded. So, yeah, just checking the weather. It's supposed to be that, and instead, it's this. So, yep. Always be ready. If you come to Utah, man, just be ready. Tomorrow's supposed to be 20% chance of rain, and we'll work our way out. We're about, 25, 30 miles out, so we'll see how tomorrow goes. But yeah, I don't know. To me, it's just part of the adventure. Nobody got hurt. Broke a lot of stuff though. I need new fenders. Those things, the two front ones, they're barely hanging on. That was from going in, crossing one of those rivers, and I guess I went in too fast or something. I don't know. Let's see, and then I broke the bumper. I hit a rock, came down on a ledge, and bent the bumper up. So now the tailgate doesn't want to. I have to lift the tailgate to try to get it to close. And then it also broke the control arm. So I've already broken one of those before, so I'll order one of those and replace it. But yeah, new fenders. I'm just gonna get rid of those. If they're gonna pop off, you should be able to go through that. So anyway, new fenders. Fix the tailgate. I don't know. I guess that's it. So, yep, here we are, stuck in here waiting for this rain to go by. But we're going to enjoy the night. I think after this, there's nothing. I don't see anything in the distance. So we might have another window here. And make some hot dogs, have a beer or two, and then call it a night. All right. See ya. Another one just passed us. That one just hit us right now. Just went over. At least it cleaned off my Jeep. I can actually see the side again. And I've got some clears over here. But this stuff is it's not really coming in. It's actually developing, over us. So there's another one over here. The wind is coming from this direction, but man, it's primarily I think up top it's going to the north. So down here it's just swirling all over, so it's hard to tell which is going to hit you. On the radar, on the Jeep radar, it says it's we're just surrounded by green. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing now. So I'm thinking there's going to be a mountain house dinner tonight. The fire is still going. I had it going nice and hot, but this is angry weather. Gazelle tent's holding up pretty well. You know, you always say there's pros and cons to everything. It's got a lot of space in there, so you can hold up, and it's not, I mean, there's no water getting into it, at least not yet. And that thing just passed us, so it did really well with that. So pros and cons to everything. Mine's up off the ground, and when it rained last night, nothing got in. It was completely dry. He's got more space. I mean, yeah, pros and cons to everything. All right. Morning, everybody. So we're getting ready to start the day, and I think this little one wants to get out. She does really well in here. I think she thinks it's like a big crate, and you know, we're doing crate training. But she wants out. Do you want out, silly? Yeah? You want to get outside? Huh? You want to go outside? She likes getting in the corners. And she loves it up here. The moment I put her up here, she thinks it's like a big fort, I think. You ready to go outside? Yeah. Ready? Okay. All right, let's go. What do we got? You were about a half a tank of gas? Ish? Yeah, I was about the half. So we're just filling up a little bit. We got about another 30 miles to get out, but then we're going to hit the highway, so I headed home. I'm averaging about 11 and a half miles to gallon, mixture of four-wheel drive, high and low. But man, so Scott and I just messed with this thing for, I don't know, 10 minutes. It's got this new California safety thing on this Rotopacks. So just test your gear before you go out, because if you're in an emergency, raining, you know, some crazy weather, and you're running out of gas, you're not going to be wanting to messing with learning how to use this whatever your gear is. So anyway,
In like a downpour in the desert with flash flood rivers and creeks.
Especially when it says when it's supposed to be 0% chance. Yeah. Today said 20, and now it's blue skies. So yep, here we go. Just filling up, and we're headed out about 30 miles. All right, so we left camp. It's got a little bit of overcast today. It's pretty good, pretty cloudy. It's making the weather nice. Don't see any rain so far, but we're over here at Cathedral Valley Overlook. That cabin we were at is probably just on the other side of that little hilltop right there, right on the other side. So that's the valley we came up. Peaceful, pretty nice. All right, so we're checking out another lookout scenic area here. I just want to say, so I had I found this route about 7 years ago or so, and I was watching, came across Mark Doran, I think it is. He has a YouTube channel. It's 5 years ago, and based off of his videos, is kind of what got me the idea to come out here. So no, his videos are great and inspirational to start exploring. So I don't know, Mark, if you're out there and you do come across this, just I want to say thanks. And then also I got the sporting the supporting Primal Outdoors shirt here. He's another one out of Oregon. Him and Coyote Works are probably the originals, to get inspiration from. So if you guys don't know those guys, you probably do if you're watching Overland videos, but if not, check them out. It's Primal Outdoors, Coyote Works, and Mark Doran. If you guys are out there and you guys do come across the video, just want to say thanks. Yeah, you guys, your stuff is great and inspirational. So yeah, check out this view. This is what it leads you to. So hopefully this video does stuff, inspiration for others as well. And that's kind of the goal of making all these. So all right, so yeah, he just had it flashed, engine hot, and then red lights and all that good stuff. But we just checked it out. By the time he stopped and then popped the hood, it was already down into normal levels. But yeah, the engines are the inside looks like this. So yeah, everything's dirty and nasty. So we had to hit that. This mud here is so slick, and that's why we had to hit those creeks, rivers, whatever, harder. You normally don't want to hit them that hard. It causes this huge wake right in front of the vehicle. So, but we had to do that, otherwise you're gonna get stuck in the mud, the slippery mud. So but that wasn't good. We broke our fenders, and the inside of the engine is just nasty. So, but anyway, we're good. We're gonna keep pushing, and we got to stop here another 5-10 miles, and so we'll see how it goes. All right. hike all the way down.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
All right, so we're nearing the end of the trip here. Got probably about another 8 or 10 miles, and then we're gonna pop out. There's one more river crossing, hopefully to clean these Jeeps up. But we're nearing the end, and it's been a good one. It's been a good one. Covered a lot of different terrain. You know, we started out in Klein Butte with the Salem Jeepers Club, so we did a bunch of wheeling there. Great group of people. If you don't know the Salem Jeepers and you got a Jeep, check them out out of Salem, Oregon. But that's how we started. We spent 2 days with them, one night and then one day. Was it 2 nights? We spent 2 nights. Yeah, 2 nights with them, you know, and then just headed down here. So yeah, we got a lot of covered, a bunch of terrain. I mean, we literally did it all on this trip. Used the winch. Sorry, didn't get that one on video, but had to pull out the winch, and yeah, now we're coming to an end. So, but this is the end. The end is just as good as the beginning, it looks like. All right, see you on the next one. All right, trip's coming to an end. We got about another mile to go. Man, it was a good one. Started out with the Salem Jeepers Club at Klein Butte, Oregon, doing some wheeling there with them. And if you got a Jeep and you're in Oregon, Willamette Valley, check out Salem Jeepers. They're a really good group of people, a bunch of guys and girls in there with a lot of experience wheeling. So yeah, check them out. And then, so yeah, we came down to Utah, started out north end of Rafael Swells, and man, we saw it all kinds of varying terrain. You know, the inclement weather, broke a few things. We just literally experienced it all on this one. So this is one for the books. You know, all your stories, like I said before, are when things go wrong. Those are the stories you tell, not necessarily when things go right. And this is, you know, that's kind of how this was. So when you're out here, you kind of gotta be prepared, but also be prepared just to go with the flow. And so yeah, so we got one more river crossing here. I'm hoping to clean up the Jeeps a little bit before we hit the highway. All in all, we did about 210-ish, 250 miles off-road, and every bit of those I enjoyed. So yeah, if you've made it this far, consider subscribing, hit like. There's gonna be a lot more adventures coming this summer. It's gonna be a good one. Got to introduce a few more characters, good people. So, but yeah, here we go. About to hit see how this water is. Yeah, it's the last river crossing. We'll catch you guys on the next one.